Hello and welcome along, everybody. How are we doing this evening? I hope you've all had a good day. I haven't seen everybody since last night, in fact, so hope you're all doing well. I hope you've had, I hope you've had a good 24 hours. J Gary, welcome along. Next Sam 19, welcome along. King Scorpion, welcome along. I hope you're all doing well. Crofter, welcome along. I hope you're doing well as well. Yeah, it's been a good day today. I've been over and seen my dad actually. So the reason I didn't have a stream this morning, my dad needed some help, so I've been over to his and helped him out. So that's been good, and it was good to see him and had some lunch with him and caught up with him. And it was great. So yeah, that's been nice. Yeah, a few things to talk about this evening before we get started. There are some extra live streams coming towards you this weekend. So we got the normal Friday night live stream, I think. We've got the normal Sunday night live stream, definitely. Hey Aslak E, thank you for resubscribing for your 34th month. We also might have a live stream immediately before Friday night's community live stream, and we are definitely going to have a live stream on Saturday evening. Which details of that to follow. Keep an eye on the social media. I will be putting up a link to that and everything. But it will be multiplayer, and it will have access to anybody who has normal access to my multiplayers. I will need your help. Come help me Saturday night. It's going to be very cool. We're doing something with another content creator, and it's going to be awesome. So yeah, details of that to follow. Who do we have here? I saw some chat coming through from people I haven't said hello to. Who we got? Hataru, welcome along. Ever placed it gently in a fish? No. Red Dragon, welcome along. You know, eggs grow from plants because of eggplants. That's not what an eggplant is. We don't call them eggplants in the UK. We call them aubergine. Grimpley CS, welcome along. Oh, big piece of news today. So, something happened today that absolutely solidifies my position that we are going to get an FS25 announcement around FarmCon. Giants released an FS22 retrospective video. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but it basically covers from FS22's release right up till now. I at this point think FS25 is going to get announced at FarmCon, A, or at or around FarmCon, and B, we are not getting another DLC for FS22. I would be amazed after releasing that video that if we were getting another DLC for FS22. So yeah, I think FS22 is done as far as releasing stuff for it. Obviously there are still mods and stuff, but I think we're going to see FS25 start to ramp up very quickly, and I'm beginning to see what the idea behind this is. Hey Carl Wood, welcome along. Okay, that makes sense. Minute09, welcome along. Tazoslo Montague, welcome along. Hope you're all doing well. But yeah, I think I've worked out. So with FS22, what we had was we had FS22 announced in April, and we still had at least one DLC, maybe two DLCs for FS19 after 22's announcement. And so you had this weird overlap bit where any information coming out for 19 just got massively overshadowed by the fact 22 was coming. And I think what Giants have done this time is they're going, right, when we announce FS22, that is it. That is the point at which FS22 ends, at which anything finishes, and FS25 we start focusing on FS25, because quite frankly that's what the community can start doing from that point. So it makes sense. Got Grumpy Grey Farmer, welcome along. Talking Burger, what did you notice? Tell me. Good to see me. Yeah. What was my dad saying about it? Well, for a start, he was asking how the hell he was farming on Mars when it's all dusty and red and airless. Hey, Azrael, welcome along. I was so excited to see you commenting on the last Farm Sorts Esports League. Talking Burger, we're doing it this weekend. Yeah, we're going to be doing the FSL this weekend. So, yeah, I am. Oh, God. So the next 5 days are just insane. So we've got morning stream tomorrow. We've got morning stream Friday. We've got late afternoon stream Friday, probably. We've got evening stream Friday. We've got FSL stream all day Saturday. We've got new multiplayer stream Saturday evening. We've got FSL stream all day Sunday. We've got Realism experiment stream Sunday evening, and then we got morning stream Monday morning. That's a lot of streaming, and I've got to do recording in amongst all that. I am going to be shattered. But I am lining up a new sponsor for next week. We're going to be doing some more sponsor streams next week during the day. Oh yeah, proper stream, proper content creator as because I make videos too. I know you make videos before you get in there. Yeah, I have an insane streaming schedule, and I've got in the middle of that. I've got to make videos. I've got to look for a job. I've got to look after my kids. I've got to do housework. It is insane, and it does not pay well enough. So yeah. So any contributions or subscriptions or channel memberships would be very much appreciated. Throw kids in a cage with some raw meat and they'll be fine. Right, then we go with some farming because I've been sitting here nattering for 12 minutes. And we need to move forward to the next morning. 6 a.m. and I think we should have some of our crops available to harvest. I'm hoping the rain is not going to last though. And actually, oh wow, we are at dawn, so we are going to have to move time forwards a little bit to about 6:30. Oh, there we go, that will do it. Right, do we have any of our own fields? Because basically our own fields are the priority. So let's have a look at our 3 fields of ours. And are any of them, all of them are ready to harvest. So the idea is going to be to knock all 3 of our fields out, get them all harvested. We've got, yeah, field 2 we want to start with. And once we've knocked those out, we can get back to the carrots. We're back. Okay, Azrael. Love talking to you guys. Hey, too. Welcome along. So, playing with 5x, how many days per month do I normally start with? 2. So, I do a 2-day per month setup on the Realism experiment at 5 times. That actually comes from the original seasons. When seasons came out in FS17, Realism modding recommended for a realistic setup for farm sim that 2 days at 5 times would be about right. Maybe I've been good, thank you, E2. Yeah, and I tend to keep it at 2 days. If the farm gets really big, then we will extend it to 3 days. Basically, we extend it to more days if the work starts requiring it. You know, if there's no hope of getting stuff done in 2 days, then we will extend it to 3 days. Do I ever buy all the fields on a map, or do I just get what I need? I try and build a farm up from nothing, so I buy as many fields as I can as I'm going through it. So the idea is to develop a farm to build it up from just 300,000, because you're not allowed to start with a loan on the Realism experiment. So we start with 300,000, and we work our way up and get as much as possible. I'm still surprised Realism modding did create more hardcore seasons mod. I don't think the thing is, the majority of what is in seasons is in the seasonal setup for FS22. What's missing is a lot of the stuff around the edges. So things like different breeds of animals actually having an effect as opposed to just being called different names. That's, you know, that's not in here. The whole bale destruction isn't in here. Why won't that connect up? You know, it's stuff around seasons that's mainly missing. So this realism experiment, what exactly is it, and is it a mod? Exclamation mark realism in the chat. Talking Burger. And then at some point, I'm going to actually get this to connect up. There we go. And that is the realism experiment. It is a set of mods and rules to make to play Farming Simulator more realistically. Enhanced mixing, I'm going to have a look at that, Richard. Oh God, I've had a really bad backache at the top of my back all day. I'm going on a family member's wedding on your Kubota. Nice, Ataru. I haven't thought about doing the RE on FS17 CPF again. It would be really good content. I did, Honey Badger. At the end of FS19, we revisited my CPF save from the realism experiment. We went and had a look at it, and it was yeah, it was very cool. Why is the realism link not work? Oh, there it is. So yeah, the realism experiment has been going since FS19. But since FS17, it was at the height of the realism experiment in FS17, we had 200 people a stream. It was amazing. Is my brother? Yeah, I don't think so. My brother is unlikely to rejoin the realism experiment. I think if he comes back to streaming, he'll come back to doing his own stuff, which is fair enough. Crunchy Amigo 101, welcome along. He and I actually have been finalizing our plans for getting to FarmCon this evening, because my plans are all finalized now. So I am looking to get the last couple of things sorted and booked and done, so that we can get out there with minimal fuss. And airport parking at Heathrow is damn expensive. Never mind, I read that wrong. So after each stream, no matter what time it is when you ended the stream, you have to initiate sleep. You basically, yeah, where we do nothing outside of the stream. Everything, so at the moment, the way we're doing the realism experiment is that we are not moving on to the next day until the start of the next stream. But to be perfectly honest, what I should be doing is moving on to the next day at the end of the stream. The only reason I don't is because then it doesn't cause any time issues at the beginning of the next stream. But yeah, time is the only time we're on the farm is when we're live. Nothing is done off camera in this series. Right, I'm hoping my combine fits down here with the header on. It should do. It does. Just. Okay. Start up the header. Start up the back. Hello, Canadian gamer. Welcome along. How about some collision damage in FS? Oh, I would like collision damage in the next version of FarmSim. Very much. Oh, let's clear the yield map first, because we can't see how much better we're doing really. Right, yeah, we will clear yield map. Go. It'll miss a little bit from where we started, but that's okay. I think the yield will be pretty good on here. It's fairly awful actual soil, so it should be pretty good for us otherwise. And that is a good point to get a screenshot. Yeah, and zoom in a little bit. Always get it from the other side a lot. Let's get one from here. There we go. Oh yeah, there we go. Perfect. Once I HDR that will be amazing. Basically, almost play that way already, except for the timescale thing. Saw a class baler the other day, but Papa doesn't let me buy it. Oh yeah, I forgot we really messed up with the weeds in this field, didn't we? But looking fairly good otherwise. We're getting some variation because of the weeds. But if we can knock out these fields, that should be fairly good. I think I'm going to change the title of the YouTube video after this, because we're not hitting the rhythm for the vegetables, for the carrots. We are now harvesting our fields. Random spot. I don't know how to contact random spots, unfortunately. Then the FS. I think the next FS game will drop this year. So this, mark my words. I think the next FS game is going to drop 6 months today. I think last week in November. What are we? 6 months today. Sorry. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I am estimating that the next version of FarmSim will drop on either the 19th or the 26th of November. And if I was gonna put good money on it, I would put money on the 26th of November. And I would probably put money on Giants dropping it on Monday the 25th of November. In fact, no, they could drop it on the 26th. There'll be places in the world that'll drop on the 25th. So in America, if they drop it at midnight on the 26th, it will be available in the UK. It'll be available in America. It'll be available anywhere west of Germany on the 25th of November. I hope so. No offense, FS22 is outdated. Had it for too long now. I don't think we've had FS22 for too long. I would challenge that. I think FS22 is still a great game. I think interest in FS22 is waning. I would still happily, if I got the views on this, if I was getting the viewing numbers and getting the interest for my FS content, I would be my FS22 content. I would not be after a new version of FarmSim. Hey, Titan Paval Gaming. The screenshot mode is called Pro Shot. It is available on the mod hub. Yield seems pretty good. So because you start the farm and start from scratch, you keep it in hard economy? No. So the one thing I don't do is keep it in hard economy because, well, actually, I don't know on this save. We might have done it on this save. No, economic difficulty is set to hard. The one thing I drop back on. Hey, Grizz. Yeah, well, that always happens, Grizz. As soon as the really good mods have all hit, that's when the next game comes out. I do not play Fortnite. I play Apex Legends. So for the challenge, you can edit the... You can... Yeah, you can edit the game for economy. Yes. Otherwise, your progress gets a bit... gets a little bit stunted. Especially for a stream like this. I mean, if you're playing it yourself, you can absolutely keep it on hard economy. But, you know, from an entertainment point of view, I can't make it... I can't put too many barriers in the way. Otherwise, yeah, we never make any progress. Everything's always too difficult, and it just doesn't become a good thing to watch. If you excuse the pun, I learned that the hard way. I'm not like at least one content creator I know who sets his progress to easy. As tempted, or sets the economy to easy, so that they can have much faster progress. I think it's interesting when you run out of money and you have to scramble to get more money in. And my chat seems to think so with the amount of unpaid taxes that they give me. Yeah, hard economy is no fun. Yeah, grinding is not what I'm aiming to do. Being realistic is what I'm aiming to do. Yeah, I need to have a look at the yield fluctuations, Modcrafter. I think it might be along the sort of lines that I'd be looking for from things like weather affecting bits and pieces from in FarmSim. I really would like to see that. I think moisture and rain, so moisture and water and crop hydration levels and all of that kind of thing, I would love to see as part of a future version of FarmSim. Same as I would love to see a redone pasture setup as part of a future version of FarmSim. Yeah, weather effects on crops, because weather, and that's the thing, weather effects on crops would be great because that is a big part of the farming experience. You know, it is the thing, it is one thing you absolutely cannot control is the effect that weather has on your crops. And so laying crop and, you know, stuff like that, or having watery holes in your field where your crop just doesn't grow as well, all of that kind of thing I would love to see as part of FarmSim. I would love to see, as I said last several streams, I would love to see it almost impossible to get a 125% yield on any part of your field. I would like to see it so that 100% is achievable. I would like to see it so that you get patches of 125%, but you don't get a complete 125% yield field. And I'd like to see precision farming emerged into the main game. I think it's long overdue that precision farming became the default way of displaying your fertilizing levels and things like that. Yeah, all farmers rely on the weather, and the thing is, then map creators can make a properly hardcore map with some pretty extreme weather, and you have to go. It then becomes a challenge map. You could make challenge maps, you know. You could make maps that are arid and you have to actually water your crops, or you could make maps that have a lot of water and you have to be very careful about how you plant and in what soil types you plant, because if you plant the wrong crop in a silty clay field, you're just going to sink in and you'll never get it lifted, like potatoes. You know, you plant potatoes in a really silty cropped field and you find yourself unable to actually get them lifted because you can't get the machinery onto there. Or you get fields where a big piece of machinery you can't put on the field because it's too heavy and it just sinks. So you have to use smaller equipment on those fields. Absolutely the kind of stuff I want to see. Stuff that makes you make realistic choices in farm sim. Yeah. And when people say to me, oh, there's nothing for farm sim to add. Oh man, is there so much for farm sim to add. Just I could write reams and reams and reams of paper on stuff that I want to see added to farm sim. And stuff that I'm actually slightly surprised we've not seen added in mods. I'm amazed we haven't had a crop moisture mod. You know, a crop moisture mod that gets the moisture of crops. Oh no, Thefisherj, have you got backup? A hard freeze, yeah, or a hard freeze, Eric, where you can't use your, where you can't work the land, or if you work the land, it increases the damage on your equipment. Using the wrong tires on your tractors means that the soil gets more compacted. You know, so much can be added. And then it's all about managing these things. Yeah. Really want to see so much of that, and doing things like that would also add in bits like your cultivator would have a different effect to your disc harrow, would have a different effect to your direct drill, would have a different effect to the plow, which have different effect to the subsoiler. You know, there is so much you could do. The real mud mod does do that to a certain extent, yeah. And no, CNC tried not the hardcore like. So CNC did try the hardcore stuff, not the same way. It was PC only, and you couldn't turn any of it off. And that's the important thing. Farm sim needs to have the option to turn it off. Because if somebody just wants to play it like FS15, really simple, with no seasons, no mud, no crop effects from weather, all of that, they can turn it off. And yeah, I would like to see that. I would, but what crucially, if you're going to have all these options, I would like to see a screen between choosing whether you're going new farmer, farm manager, or start from scratch, where you can tweak the settings before you actually go in. So you can either choose the settings that those have, or tweak it a little bit, and then go in and start from that. Why can't I mod that from here? Mods! Please, can you rid us of that troll? Well, not troll, but bot. Thank you, Thefisherj. You're awesome. I do like this new cramped trailer. This is great. Works very well on our farm. We do need a banhammer remote. I will work on that. I do need to go through, and as I said, I'm not happy with these frames anymore. I feel like I'm sitting too far back. I want a much more portrait view of my main camera, and I want to integrate my wheel cam a bit more. Right, I think I'm gonna set the tractor on follow me. Good. I need a green screen. No, I don't. I tried a green screen. I have a green screen. I don't use it. Need too much of a factor setup. Fix your save. Yeah, the amount of times I have to fix the save. Hey, Mystic, welcome along. But yeah, the idea of a new game and the possibilities of said new game, it's excite me. And yeah, doing the whole thing again and getting myself a nice new setup. Hopefully getting, I might try and start doing some map conversions for my own interest. How much is my wheel and stick setup? Right, so the wheel is the most expensive bit. That is about £300. The stick, the SimTask farm stick, is about £80. The bracket, the bracket I've got for the wheel, that's about £80, I think. And this bracket here, that the sticker is on, is about £80. Felix Farming Life, thank you for subscribing for your 30th month. You are awesome. One more go for it, Cooking Burger. Hey, JW Poe, and thank you, JW Poe, for gifting 5 subs to the channel. Welcome to the subscribers. Steve Lamo 1, Crofty 2010. Flappy Dog Pudding Pants, Skin Man 90, and JP Flying High. If you've received a gifted sub from JW Poe, please give him a thank you in the chat because he is awesome. And actually, that means that we need to put a giveaway or do a giveaway for a pack of Streamloots cards. So I am, do you know what? I've got a code sitting here. I am going to give away 2 packs of Streamloots cards. So this code, this coupon will be able to be used twice. So the first 2 people to redeem it will get a pack of Streamloots cards. Oh no, I've got that there. There we go. Go and grab it. Toasty Toast for you. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the VFM. So I'm going to post this in both chats. That is not what I'm going to post in both chats. Copy that. Let's post that in both chats. So first 2 people to use this code I am posting, or use this link I'm posting in chat, will get a free pack of Streamloots cards. There you go. That is going into the chat now. So good luck, everybody. Can only store 1 crop per silo. If your silo has 4 built, it means 4 crops. Yeah, exactly. So at the moment, I can actually only store 2 crops in my silo, and I think I've only got 2 crops in my silo. But if I want to store any more, then I need to add another. I need to add another silo in. I actually probably need to add another silo in anyway, because my silo is we ran out of space for when we were doing the contract, and we've got more fields here that we're doing. Bugger out. Don't normally like to have the tractor following me around like this. I normally like to get it so that it's parked in the middle of the field. But while we're doing the headland and we get about halfway around the field, it's easier if I have the tractor on follow me so that I can just pull it alongside once I'm full. You used to be able to control where the following vehicle was from the front vehicle, but it doesn't let you do that anymore. Let's try. Firework off. Get out. Oh, we got a hype train close. Another 40 seconds. Hey, Steam fan. So now I'll move my harvester around the end of the field. Go, get that following again. Away we go. Following, yeah, good. And then we'll empty out once we get back to the entrance to the field before we start cutting in. Yeah, 270 should be the angle we want. That's enough. JW Bow, thank you for gifting a sub to Nix 83. Welcome to the subscribers. Recently ran out of silo space in the middle of harvesting. No money, had to dump on the ground, spent 30 minutes picking it up with a bucket. Lesson learned. Yeah, if we run out of silo space, we are going to have to do something similar. We're going to have to empty out our shed and dump on the ground in the shed. So, yeah. They're only half full, so this is not going to be a completely full load we empty out at the edge of this field, the end of the field, but it's going to be full enough, I think. It will be nice to have the new 20k capacity harvesters in FS25. Yeah, the chance of me ever using them, I stick to the small end. Yeah, we're not even going to be 80% full by the end of this field. but I have got to empty out before we I think what we'll do is we'll empty out, we'll cut in, and we'll work out how much we need to fill this up. We can take about 20,000 litres in this. We need to, do you know what we do need to do? Looking at this field needs lime. We can do so much better on this field than we are at the moment. Right, how full is that trailer? Yeah, we can do about another 2,000 litres. So I think if we go down the field and back again, that is going to give us enough to fill the trailer up. The smaller Tucano harvesters are used by more UK. Yeah, which is... Oh no, we've got the Tryon on here. Yeah, the Tucano is very much used here in the UK. 270, no, 90 is what we want. There. What trailer is that? That's the crap, I'll show you that. It's a base game trailer, that actually. That trailer is this one here. So it's that that version of it. No, not that version. That version of it without the extension in black. And yeah, 20,000 litres. Normally Lexian 90, no, 8900s. Interestingly enough, I know of a few ideals though. And these I think these Tryons are used quite a bit in the UK as well. I mean, they're a decent capacity, 10,000 litres. And on this kind of sized field, they're great. I use it. Cool. Yeah, no, it is a nice trailer. That it was perfect for what we were looking to do on here. Yeah. Wow, we're gonna be fairly full just on these two rows. That's a much bigger effect than I was expecting. Yeah, 50% full. I think my FS22 series has real possibility at the moment. Yeah. It does look a little bit different in black, which is why I grabbed it. Yeah, I think at this point, Steam Fan, that really has legs, especially with that video that Giants released today. It really has legs. You have to make a ton of money off this sort of, really are. Have you not seen the video of Giants? We might play it a little bit later. And do a little bit of fair use commentary on it. BF reacts and all that. Right, let's stop there. We'll go and tip this. No, not that one. That one. Go. Actually, what we'll do is hire a worker, set them going there while we go and tip this. I expect it to basically fill up before it gets to the other end. AVF, do you know Xbox is called the bread box? Can you guess why? And because it looks like a toaster? Or because it would toast bread? I have no idea. Because it looks like sourdough. Oh dear. Oh, happened there. Yeah. It's not the easiest grain store to tip into. I think we need to reconstruct at some point. Actually, oh god, I need to. I just realized I've broken my own rule. I only have one grain silo. And I've got 2 crops in it. We're gonna have to put another grain silo down. What 2 crops have I got there? Because we've only got, oh, we got the barley from the contract, haven't we? No, we got sorghum. Oh, we got 8,000 litres. Andrei, thank you for resubscribing for your 8th month. You are awesome. I held back wheat for chickens. It can't be in here. There we go. I need to hire a guy. I really do, Eric. Right, so now I need to do what I said I was going to do. And so in the shed, in the corner. Oh, do you know what? I've messed this up as well. I have a trailer I could have put it in because it's only 8,000 litres. We'll have to clean this up later. Right, there we go. It's been raining all day. Oh, it rained a little bit in Downing Street earlier. I promise, no politics. No politics. Did you go out to need on armor? It's not cheap, but you have to use it to your advantage. Yep. On the phone. So I will say, so not going into politics things and not going to do anything around that. However, I will say that is the most insanely busy week It really is. So my wife is out of the country at the beginning of the week. No, I brought it up, RDB, so don't worry about it. My wife is out of the country at the beginning of the week. I'm out of the country at the end of the week for FarmCon. It is the only day both me and my wife are in the country. Both of us are in the country. Is the 4th. Which is nuts. It has just become the craziest week that week. Oh. Yeah. It's just, that week is just insane. And of course, because I'm away from FarmCon all that weekend, so there will be no live streams from the 4th of July through to the 8th of July. I'm gonna have to front load the week with live streams and do stuff. This combine is actually making really quick work of this field. That's awesome. Don't come back because it's going to be carnage. Oh, man. The thing that, for me, it's FarmCon and my sister. Oh, my God, FisherJ. That's insane. Do I think they'll live stream FarmCon this year? They'll be live streaming the FSL from FarmCon. Because the FSL finals are Friday and Saturday at FarmCon. Which is interesting because I wonder if they're sort of doing FarmCon the other way round. So that the Sunday will focus more on new game and stuff, while the Saturday is focusing more on FSL and other bits. No, I really don't know where they're going to go with FarmCon, because the FSL, as far as I know, I am commentating on the finals on the Saturday, because unfortunately I'm not there on the Friday. I'm traveling out on the Friday. And yeah, it's it means that I'm hoping that anything they do with a new game, if they're planning to announce a new game at FarmCon, is not done while the FSL is running. But yeah, certainly one of the big calls last year was, can we please have FarmCon stream? I think it draws more of the community in. But I think we know what we're going to be spending our money on once we get the vegetable contract finished. Do you know what? No, I'm just going to finish off that thin strip there, and then that makes that next bit a good cutting. I think it'll either be announced at FarmCon or just before FarmCon at this point. Everything is pointing to that for me. I don't think they'll leave it any later. I can't see them leaving it any later. As I said, if it's released this November, which I can't see it being any later. Oh! We filled up and I didn't realize it. How much crop did I destroy? A little bit. FS22, that is a distinct possibility, Thefisherj. A distinct possibility. As I said, I think it's going to be on or around FarmCon, or they'll announce it a couple of days before. And the downside to it is reactions. Well, think about the number of content creators who are going to be at FarmCon trying to get their videos out about the new game. I will be taking my full recording setup. I have a mobile recording setup. I will be making a video if that is the case. Had to scoop corn with a shovel into an auger. Yeah, we had some grain bins in a shed. We had some stuff dumped on the shed floor, and we had some stuff that went into a grain store and an exterior bin. We had a complete mix on my dad's farm. How much is a silo extension? Extension. 52,000. That holds 200. So 100,000 extension, which I don't have enough money for, would be 52,000. That's not my farm. Yeah, if we put that there. So that would add another, well, that would add me the ability for another crop, and would be 56,000 for 150,000. To get a similar sized bin right next to it. What make is that? That's lizard. Putting that in there, that would be 64. Okay, it'd be 64,000. It's not horrible. Oh, oh. We've got low cost silos. With that is 10,000. That would add 500,000 liters. Wow. Oh, and there's one that matches my current silo. 400,000 liters for 50,000. So yeah, that's what we want to add, or we can add a second one over this side here, like so. Yeah, we can add a second bin in without too much hassle. So I think we currently have, where's the one that we currently have? It's got to be here somewhere. Not that one. Actually, is it that one? Yeah, it is that one. Oh, it has a cover. So this holds 200,000 liters. Yeah, old school silos. I had to shovel grain off a field because I tipped it in the wrong place. So this will hold 200,000 liters of sorghum. So that's good to know as well. If we're being truly realistic, then we can only hold 200,000 liters of a single crop in this silo. And really, I need to get 50,000 liters of money to £50,000 of money together to add another silo in. And put me inside silos of grain wheels. Oh wow. Oh, I had, yeah. So I was asthmatic growing up on a farm out. You can imagine the fun that I had around harvest. Air-conditioned tractors were my haven during harvest, because you just shut the door and you shut all the dust out and it's fine. But yeah, no, I couldn't, when I was younger, I could not go near the grain store. Going near the grain store was pretty much you're gonna end up in hospital. Cut it up. Up. Walker in. Down. Yeah, we lost a little bit there. Not a huge amount, but enough. So it's currently September. How much longer do I have to harvest that barley? Oh god, I've got to harvest the barley this month, so yeah. Oh, where am I gonna put all that barley? Yes, I'm back streaming tomorrow morning, Steam fan. We'll be back on Alma tomorrow morning from 10 AM. Might be slightly delayed, possibly starting. Because I need to help my wife with something, but plan at the moment is to be starting at 10 o'clock as normal. I am going to have to tip it up in the barn, what about farming? And I have the space in the barn to tip it, but yeah, it's going to be messy. All my equipment is going to have to come out of the barn in order to do it, and we're going to park everything outside. Oh, thank you, Devils Man. One that I need to look at now, or one that I can look at after the stream? I'm looking at it now. Yes, Devil's Man. I have it. I already have that on Alma. We're working our way towards getting the cows. In fact, tomorrow's stream on Alma, we should create the hay from the alfalfa, and once we've done that, we'll be looking to get the cows. I have been told that the sheep on Alma do not take alfalfa hay, which is going to be annoying, and I might go and make an edit for the map. We always want to keep our tractors in the stores, but 400 tons of grains leave those. Exactly. Yeah, we want to get the grain under cover first. Grain first, then equipment. Especially at this time of year when it's nice and sunny. Equipment can sit outside for a little while. So actually, I could say I was driving through Saxthorpe today on my way home, and I noticed that yeah, there is not a farm where our farm is on this map. There is a farm in the little area of trees just outside it, though. A bit croaky. Rain keeps it all clean, kinda. Yeah, we got some pretty large grass fields that we can sit on. I'm actually considering trying the pastures mod, the expandable pastures mod, and making all of our grass around here pastures. 98, 99. Oh! Just shy of the end of the field. Yeah, wet grain is not good. But as I said, I would really like to see moisture as a part of the thing. So if you do tip grain on the ground in Farm Sim and it rains, your moisture content in that pile of grain goes up. Please let that be a thing. You know, if you have a trailer and the trailer isn't covered, the moisture content in the grain goes up. There is so much playability in adding moisture in Farm Sim. And it actually makes trailer covers be a thing. Yeah, moisture, not just a mod. Yeah, I want it to be part of FS25. I want it to be a feature. If you're looking at ways to expand the game without causing a huge amount of coding, that's the way to go. In fact, I would love to learn Lua scripting and get that as a mod, because that would require me to do no modeling at all. So if it's just a pure coding mod, I don't see why that's not possible. And then you'd have a moisture penalty if it's outside of a certain range when you go to cellar. Yeah, mate, and then suddenly you've got a whole grain dryer set up in the game, and oh yeah. How cool a mod would that be? %, is ideal, and it costs to dry grain down. Yeah. We baled hay. If you don't get rid of it off the field, it can get wet and never dry. There is that, and yeah, moisture. Then you get back to the stuff that you had in seasons in FS19, where you get moisture levels in straw and in hay, and the quality of the straw and the hay reduces stuff. And it doesn't reduce the size of the bale, but it reduces the effectiveness of it. Harvest rate 21% this year. Wow, costs a lot to dry it down to. I bet. Jeez. I do wonder how difficult that's. I wonder what the levels, whether there's any kind of moisture levels in this to begin with. Because there must be something that because Combine Experience knows moisture levels of crops. Right, I'm going to cut in. And I want to get my smaller tractor probably mulching this. Yeah, we want to get this mulched and limed as quickly as possible. I need to decide what next year's crops are going to be, and if we're going to put in canola, that needs to be done fairly quickly. If we're going to put winter wheat in, that needs to be done fairly quickly. Don't know if this is my only field that needs liming though. I think you buy aftermarket mod for combines, but generally they measure an approximate dry weight. What was for supper, Andy Adam? For supper this evening I had pizza. So I had a pepperoni pizza. I added some extra toppings to it, and it was delicious. It filled a hole. almost full. Can I make the end of this row get as close to the tractor as possible? 80% of the world's crops are grown using irrigation. But that's the thing, if weather comes into it, then irrigation starts coming into it. You know, and moisture levels, irrigation starts coming in. And you need irrigation for crops like potatoes. 18%. Didn't add pineapple. I did not add pineapple, although I am a heathen. I do not think there's anything wrong with pineapple on pizza. No, 18, 1-8. Don't know about the UK, but we have harvesters that run year-round, traveling from south to north with huge equipment. UK is not big enough for that, Eric. You have a window from July to September, and that is when everything gets harvested. If you're harvesting in late September, you are late, especially if you're doing barley or wheat. Pineapple on pizza is wrong. Balmer, you have capacity to borrow 280k. You can buy the plot on the corner just down from the shop, and that gives you grass and cows, which you can transfer to the start farm and then sell the buildings and make new area more useful. Okay. Ooh, that's not bad. So those cows do come with that plot of land. That's very interesting. But is it cheaper? It's not. It's cheaper to just buy the cows. Unless you make more money from selling the buildings than the plot of land cost. So this is our third. So 60,000 litres we've got off this field alone. That's pretty good. But not even midday yet. We might actually get some of the barley harvested. One fill type in here. Yeah, it's just where you turn left there. Okay, yeah, I know where you mean. Because I think I commented on it last stream about how there are cows there. It'd be interesting to work out the maths on that before we go and buy a load of cows. Because I bet they're already producing milk as well. Although they won't be because they've not been fed at all, have they? So. Don't like that shot. There's in-game mod and mod max. You know what, Eric? I think that a mod map where the farmyards aren't customizable is a mod map that does not feature all of the features of the game. And it's something I've been saying for a while, and I think some of the best maps in the game are stunted by not having customizable yards. I think there are some amazing maps out there that just destroy their own playability by not having customizable yards. And I know it's a whole load more work, and I know it's a whole load of extra stuff, but it is a feature of the game, you know? It absolutely is. Yeah, I want to be able to delete and add placeables in my farmyard. Farms change. They get altered to fit what the farmer needs the yard to do. And a map that doesn't do that, that doesn't allow for that, isn't a realistic map, no matter how pretty it looks. And I will always rate a map higher that's playable than pretty. Always. Some just too tight or have pigs and horses. Yeah. One of the first things I've done on Alma is sell off the horses. I don't do horses. Well, in my opinion, horses in FS22 are broken. But yeah, I don't do horses in FarmSim. I tried it once in the realism experiment, and it was such a slog for next to no reward. Actually, no, I take it back. Horses aren't broken in FS22. Horses work exactly how horses work in real life. Horses are a money drain that you have for your own pleasure, not for something you farm. Actually, what I would like to see in FarmSim is being able to farm with horses. Oh, not great talent. Oh, I owe you some cards. Yeah, I would much rather have stables with shire horses that you can then go and use as working horses. That would be cool. Stick to rocking horses. Which you can. Do you know what, Kai? You can do rocking horses in FarmSim. I've got it on here, haven't I? I think. Because we've got the production. Where are you? Factories. No. No. Oh, that's the dairy I want to put in. Where is it? No, that's premium expansion. I want platinum. Bakery, sawmill, no. Wood turner, no. One of these produces rocking horses, I'm sure of it. Oh, I'm sure one of these produces rocking horses. My dad raised horses and said it was complete money pit. They eat waiting. Yeah, we had the same thing. I'm sure that platinum expansion, one of the things they produced was rocking horses. Worth keeping a leased combine till next harvest or return it? Only worth keeping a leased combine if you have a lease to buy and you plan to eventually buy it, Thefisherj. Otherwise, I'd return it. It's just a money drain. Speaking of, we should be able to refuel this combine on our way through the yard on the way to the barley. Yeah, we had horses. They were just a massive money drain. Yeah, which is they were there for pleasure, not for not to farm or breed or anything like that. But we worked it out when we were doing the RE on Calmston. It was we had to ride them every day for about 10 years for them to be worth anything. And by worth anything, it was like going from 5,000 to 50,000 over 10 years. So you're looking at making like 5,000 a year on a single horse, but putting in a ton of effort. And it was just no, that's not worth it. That's just not worth it. 99%. We're gonna want to empty this out. Cut in again. We have an empty trailer, so yeah, this will now finish off this field. That's good news. I've been careful with Giants to do FS22 and then release 4 DLC for FS22. Don't do that, Steam fan. Actually, that reminds me, that's a question I need to ask somebody. Is this the cash crop? Oh yeah, this is sorghum. This is a very good cash crop. We'll have a look at how much our entire sorghum harvest is going to be worth in a minute, but it should be a really good amount of money. We've got 90,000 liters of this, I think. And as a blindsider, I don't think it's going to happen. I really don't think it's going to happen, Steam Fair. Mainly because Ford is not a current farming brand. You'd be looking at Ford trucks and Ford lorries. What I mean, a proper blindsider that I think would be a possibility would be FS25 having Ford as a brand. You know, that has been called for a lot. Ford do make trucks. Ford do make lorries still, I think. And yeah, to have the brand in, that would be amazing. There we go. Right. Let's go drop the header off and look at transferring to the barley field. and working out how I am going to. Please don't get him talking about a Ford. How's my map coming? Last I knew, Reaver was having a go at it. I need to, but he hasn't touched it for a while, I don't think. Hey, Ola, talking of great map makers. How you doing, Ola? I hope you're doing well. What's it about making map? Well, I was making a map, and then I ran out of time to make a map, and so my brother took it over a few months ago. I don't know, maybe. Do you know what? Well, I'm not expecting to be able to work that long, but if I am, then maybe that's what I should be doing in the lead up to a potential next game, is building a map that I can then convert over to new game. Right, I want to get this over to the barley field. First, I want to get it refueled, because it definitely wants more fuel. When's the new Chewy tractor coming? Oh, Chevy tractor. I don't know. Chevy are making a tractor? Right, let's turn that off. Refill it with DEF and refill it with diesel as well. I think it now requires this to be turned off, or the vehicle to be turned off to refuel it. No, it was just, oh right, okay. Fix or repair daily. I know nothing. Right, we are up to 100 litres. There we go. Fully refueled. Do you know what? My header could... Is it that... I don't think it's the header that's in disrepair. I think that is just the trailer. The pity we don't have an entrance to our field, the opposite side here. Board first on race day. Don't know what you mean there, Maxi. Oh, nice clear road out. Yeah, so this area here that does look a little bit like a farmyard is a farmyard in real life. And I'm slightly surprised that's not the farmyard up, the starting farmyard you have up here. Instead, it's a fictional one. Lose a little bit of crop. I'm gonna get past this. There we go. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to tip this on the floor of the barn. Which is not ideal, but yeah, needs must. forward. There. Boardmeads, 4-hour reliability. Oh, got you. Yeah, DEF is AdBlue. Diesel exhaust fluid, it stands for. Because I think AdBlue itself is a brand name, isn't it? Oh, what's the great... Oh, please let the great demand be for something we have. Wow, we have exactly 100,000 litres of sorghum. Nope. I have no idea what that great demand is for. So barley, top price is 675. Yeah, closest we get is 523. Sorghum best price is 937. Yeah, we don't want to be selling any of these crops. I had a Ford for the last 42 years, never had one break down on me. Hey, Captain Dynamo. Ooh. I'm not going to do straw on the headlands. Don't think we need straw. I think straw is just going to get in the way of us turning these fields around. And we have plenty of it. Or we might do just one of the fields, not both of them. Pretty decent though so far on the yield here, looking strong. Yeah, look at that, we're almost 50% full already. Wow. We are not making it all the way around this field before we have to empty. $100,000 litres of sorghum. No, more than 100,000 litres of sorghum, because we got some in the trailer as well that we haven't tipped. And yeah, that's still not that much money in sorghum. Actually, that's only about 70,000 that we're going to make from sorghum this year. Might make maybe 150,000 overall then from our crops. Of the map is right there. I can't back onto the grass. There we go. We can do it there. Right. Down. We need to go and get the tractor and trailer. Definite edge. Question: after harvest, do you let your fields sit until planting or just plant grass? I let them sit. In fact, I'm always working on them. So as we go through here, what I'm going to do now is grab my little class and the mulcher, and we'll get started on mulching the other field. because we want to get it mulched down, and we want to get the work done. So where are you? There you are, little tracker. So this little tractor, my Arian here, this has as much horsepower as my other tractor. My two tractors have the same horsepower. Could possibly have done with the front weight on this. Of course, 2 headlands, headland first, sharp in the corners, up, down. Right, field course. Yeah, that's what we want. Is Reva still? Reva is still not streaming. I think he might get back to streaming at some point, but he's not at the moment. You. And with you going, we can go and grab the tractor and trailer. So it's ejected, the exhaust is highly corrosive and fails a lot today. Yeah. I know very little about AdBlue, Crofter. It's something that's come in since my time actually being on the farm. Now that little tractor will go around mulching this field, and then we'll get some lime down on it next before we start looking at getting it replanted. I think we might get some winter wheat in on field 2 this year. I want to, if we're going to put some more, try and put some more silos in, then we probably want to diversify our crops a little bit. So I want to go to 3 crops. I want to do wheat. I want to do no. We've got a trailer full of sorghum. We can't empty barley into this with a trailer full of sorghum. Yeah, so we've got 112,000 liters of this. So yeah, I want to do wheat. I want to do winter wheat, spring barley, and probably canola or something like that. Sorghum is great, but I think I'm going to move away from it next year. It was kind of planted because it was what we could plant. Oh wow, max value for our sorghum is 105,000. That's really good. Yeah, it's called DEF in the US. Yeah, definitely have AdBlue in the US. Just like most things between Europe and the US, it's called different things. Oh, bees. Yeah, I do want to put bees on the farm. Yes, we do want to get bees on the farm. And we probably want to get them. Yeah, I'm planning to plant spring canola, and they would probably want canola in the 2 smaller fields. Oh no, we need to, no, we're gonna have to put canola in this field actually, I think. the engine. Then we'll get the tractor following us. I won't say anything about that. I think we can knock this field out today. Good evening, Martin. Welcome along. Quite pleased we got the little tractor mulching that field. That's a good turnaround. Yeah, so this field needs to be canola. That field needs to be wheat, and we are going to have to double crop barley in field 14, which is slightly annoying. Not much I can do about that unless I go for a different crop other than barley, which is conceivable.
Martain _ Shriver, ASA 35 Fiaskfoy 41 G Forest Fleek and $5%.
That card's bugged. I know, but I asked about the Copper race, but I'm wondering when will I do survival with DJ? Oh god, it happens every time we get together. There's a conversation about when are DJ and I going to do something together, and we're always trying to work it out. At some point, DJ and I will work out exactly what kind of series, what kind of stuff we want to do together. And when we do, it will be epic.
Martain _ Shriver asks, would you rather time travel to the past or the future?
That is really difficult. I think I'd probably like to time travel to the future. And my reasoning behind this is because I can study the past. I can already time travel, so to speak, to the past by following archaeologists, by reading up from accounts of the time, from learning through history. I can't do that with the future. I very much want to know whether humanity can survive itself. And, you know, that fascinates me. Will the world be, how will the world change in 50 years, 100 years, 200 years time? You go back and you look at where the world was 50 years ago. So 50 years ago, no internet, 3 television channels, no mobile phones, you know, it's completely different. And that's in my lifetime. You go back 100 years, you go back to the 1920s, and the difference there is staggering with the world. Just utterly so incredibly different. And you just sort of have that going forwards. I'd love to see the difference that 50 years will make, because I think it's going to be one of those things where we're either going to destroy ourselves or we are just going to have the most amazing technology going forward. And it'll be more down to earth than any of us realize. Hey James, welcome along. If you traveled 50 years into the future today, you see the same future if you travel 50 years into the future tomorrow. Well, ooh. Now that is a good question, Jesse, because if you're traveling back in time, as far as you're concerned, that's predetermined. But if you travel back, if you travel forwards in time, yeah. How many alternate timelines are there? That's a good point. Because you kind of have to hope that free will is a thing. It has, and I love. Do you know what, Jesse? I love alternate futures and alternate paths. I love alternate timeline stuff. Actually, do you know what? So I was talking about watching Bridgerton with my wife earlier in the stream, and one of the things that attracts me to watching Bridgerton is it's an alternate timeline. It's not actual history. It is alternate history, and I love alternate history stuff. I absolutely love going what if. What if is one of my favorite questions to ask, because just the smallest thing can make the biggest difference. And I watch a channel called Alternate History Hub on YouTube, which does exactly that. They go through and they do alternate history scenarios, and some of the stuff that they look at is just so interesting. Past for me, 60s and 70s, peace and love. But this is the thing, the 60s and 70s, while peace and love, are also the Vietnam War and the Cold War and all of that. You know, they're not. Well, there's a large section of peace and love and stuff in society. There's also a lot of disruption, and it's just, yeah, which I love multiverse. I love multiversal stuff. It's why the Marvel, it's why the MCU is actually in one of my favorite phases at the moment, because the what if is a comic that I loved. I've collected a massive amount of What If comics, and yeah, and I love the idea of the Marvel multiverse. I love the What If TV series that Marvel have done, and yeah, I'm loving the multiverse setup. Really interesting to me, and I can't wait for Deadpool and Wolverine. That is, oh, I want to watch it on opening night, but I haven't been able to book tickets yet. Right, we're going to stick this in this corner, and I'm hoping this shed has collisions, because we're going to be putting a lot of barley this side of this shed. Oh God, that just tapped the roof. So we should definitely have enough money up this year to get the cow set up, which is great. Whoa, car. To get the cow set up. Last 2 days I've been watching What If Star Trek series on YouTube with ever-changing timelines. Oh, alternate stuff in Star Trek is fantastic. Saw the trailer, Deadpool and Wolverine looks epic. Yeah. It is. Oh, the Deadpool Marvel, well, X-Men is my favorite section of the of Marvel. I have hundreds of X-Men comics, and I love the Wolverine movies. The Wolverine movies are sorry, the Deadpool movies. Deadpool movies are awesome, and I'm a huge fan of lots of the X-Men movies. Farm Sim in 50 years. That's, yeah. Lord knows where Farm Sim would be in 50 years. God knows where computer games will be in 50 years. You know, just computer games in general. Last Clarkson's Farm I watched on season 1 of my recap was the episode where Caleb's insulted the people that burned the bales. And too right. Star Trek, do you know what I love about Star Trek? Star Trek has inspired so much real-world science and real-world technology. It's ridiculous. Absolutely incredible. And yeah, big Star Trek fan as well. I've got Enterprises behind me, and just, yeah, massive Star Trek fan. And yeah, I love the alternate future, or the future that Star Trek presents, but the pain that humanity has to go through for that future is mad. AK in the hay, thank you for the $50 super chat. You, sir, are awesome. Thank you so much. Oh my lord. Thank you. I can't thank you enough for that. Wow. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. That is awesome. That is so awesome. That'll come up. That should come up. I hope that comes up on screen in a minute. But thank you so much. Wow, that's kind of got me dumbstruck. Let's hope the future don't like Warhammer. Oh god, yeah. More likely to be like Warhammer than it is to be like Star Trek, to be honest. Star Trek is a hopeful utopia. Very much a hopeful utopia. Oh, we might actually get these fields all harvested today. Well, we're at 10:30. We're just about finishing the headlands. We'll be able to cut in without emptying again, which is good news. Right, as soon as it's emptied, we'll get the auger in, and then get the tractor following again. I think the tractor's all right as far as the fuel goes. Yeah, fuel we're fine. Interstellar did have robotic harvesters that looked like standard harvesters with their windows filled in. I don't know how far. I think robotic harvesters will look very different. I think they'll look nothing like modern combines. I think they'll look more like the extra wide vehicle system, to be honest, without a cab. Is how I think your I think robotic harvesters will work. Or you'll get more multifunctional robotic tractors that can put a cutter on the front and a tank on the back, and you'll end up with more modular equipment. I think is the way it'll go. I am gonna go 180. Bearish and come straight in. Right, bought this game about an hour ago on the PS5 and finding it a lot more advanced than I thought it would be. Not a bad thing. Do you use the AI workers often, or are they not worth it? I use the AI workers pretty often, Mr. Cake. If I'm trying to save money like I am at the moment, I won't use the AI workers. But yeah, well, hell, having said that, I have an AI worker working. I have one working on field too, at the bottom right of the screen at the moment. You can see it. And in fact, I have one on follow me at the moment, but that is a mod. But yeah, I do use the AI workers. They can be a little bit weird sometimes. But if you do a little bit of setup, so for example, I suggest doing a headland around a field first, and then getting the AI worker going, because that will give you enough space for the AI worker to turn without getting, without having any issues or getting stuck or anything. That is always, I think, a wise way to go. Thank you for the follow, Mr. Cake. Welcome to the BFN. Maybe there'd be like drones which you operate from home. I think so. I think it's coming more and more like using courseplay in Farm Sim, to be honest. My pleasure, Mr. Kate. It's what I'm here for. I like helping out. Oh, speaking of which, I have managed to stop my harvester before I ran over my crop this time. Oh, no. I'm still on hard worker. Go. I would quite like Follow Me to be a base game thing. Yeah, and in fact, there are some drones. No, don't want to hire. Want to empty. There are some setups that you can do now with that. I don't think I got the tractor in here, to be honest. I don't often use the robotic tractor. No, I don't. Can I find it on the mod hub? No, wrong mod hub. Wrong mod hub. Yeah, here it is. This you control from your laptop. The Case IH robotic harvester. Robotic tractor. In real life, this is a thing in real life, and you control it from your laptop. It's such a strange bit of kit. Right, seeing as we want to get the harvester finishing this, but we'll leave it doing this while we go. So yeah, here I am. So there we are. I'm using a hired worker now to finish off that bit while I go and tip. So it looks like on Sunday we might be finishing things off here, because at the moment it's getting later on in the day. And maybe we might get this field knocked out. I don't know if we'll get the other one knocked out. That's the trouble. Another question: when you started off, did you lease vehicles and kit to do contracts, or did you buy? It varies. So I started from scratch, and I tend to use leased stuff, so stuff that leases with contracts, to do contracts early on. Once I get further in and I get more of my own equipment, I will use... Oh no, we can't put this in there. I use my own equipment to do stuff. So, for example, that there, we've got a contract on the go at the moment. That tractor there, that Vulture, that is from a contract. That is from a vegetable harvesting contract we got on the go. But we prioritize our own harvests first. So that's the reason why I'm not harvesting that, and why I'm not using that at the moment. And the harvester is up at the top. And I will say, Miss Kate, at the moment I am running under my own set of rules here. So there's certain things I can and can't do. So one of them is I can't put more than one crop in this silo because I only have a single silo. But normally you'd be able to put more than one. What is this? Hang on, there we go. There we go. Put the tarpaulin on. That putting the tarpaulin on will remind me I cannot tip into there. Oh God. James Morehouse, thank you very much for the £5. Oh God. For the £5 super chat. You are awesome. I might have to drop the front waiter off. Oh wait. That's what I get for leaving it tipping and not paying attention. Really? Worker B has finished that field? Oh no. No, it hasn't. My harvester has finished. It looks like my alerts aren't working for YouTube. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, thank you very much, James. You are awesome. Oh wow, and that's your first super chat on a live stream. Thank you very much. That is very generous of you. Thank you so much. Start engine. Start the front. Start the main part. And away we go. Oh, there's a tiny little bit there. Why did that not harvest that? And I think actually I'm going to empty this out as we pass because it's 66% full. And I'm not actually. No, I don't know if it'll make it the whole way down the road. I don't want to push it. I don't want to get stuck halfway down the road. Right. I get myself lined up. Still got no GPS on this combine. Think about here-ish. Do the trick. Down to 180 degrees. Go and cut it there. That looks about right. Incoming raid, Ghost Trucker with a party of 8. Welcome, 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 raiders. Hope you had a good stream, Ghost Trucker. For those who don't know who I am Virtual Farmer. I do realistic farm sim live streams, among other simulation stuff, and sometimes some other bits and pieces, but mainly farm sim. If you like your farm sim on the realistic side, you are in the right place. It is, I'm really, really happy with this harvester. This became a ladder. Oh, get in the hay. Thank you. Is that on Patreon? Because it should have shown up on YouTube if it's YouTube. But thank you, AK in the hay. I was like, the support you guys are showing and the support you guys give me for what I do is amazing. Thank you so much. I am so grateful for it. It makes, well, at the moment, it just makes such a massive difference. I am going through probably what is the hardest time I've ever been through. And you guys are making it so that I can actually survive it. So thank you so much. Estimate on how long it will take to load all that with the front loader, or do I have a better way? I have a better way, Eric. I have in here, there is this. So the screw conveyor, this will load it up absolutely fine. So we can get that, and we can get that for 2,000. I'm actually going to get the Aggie pack on here as well. There's a fantastic... Oh, thank you, AKNA. That's even better. Because, of course, Patreon takes so much less than YouTube do. So thank you so much, AKNA. You are awesome. Yeah, I would say this for any creator. If you have a chance to support on Patreon versus via YouTube or via Twitch, absolutely go for the Patreon. The creator gets so much more through doing Patreon than doing it through either of those two. Cracker, thank you for the 5 bits. You are awesome. Thank you so much. Do you prefer FS on the realist side, as something to get not wrong but not right can bug my farmer's brain? Do you know what, Joby? If you ever see me doing something wrong, please do not hesitate to tell me I'm doing it wrong. Because either I will explain why I'm doing it that way, or I'll learn something and do it the correct way next time. I'll be saying Patreon is the best. That's why I done. Thank you, AK in the Hay. You, sir, are awesome. Oh, no, that one. Turn that off. How long am I on for? I'm gonna be at least another 10-15 minutes. We're gonna go till roughly 5:30 in game. I'm gonna try and knock out the rest of this field. I'd like to get the rest of this field knocked out tonight, and then on Sunday we can attack that field and get back to our vegetable harvest. Is this all gonna go in the trailer? This all went in the trailer. Trailer is 86% full. Oh yes, because we emptied it out when it was 66. My trouble is I'm gonna have no idea how much barley I've got. We're gonna need a bucket, aren't we? We're gonna need nice. Oh no, we don't need a bucket. As I said, I'm gonna use an auger to collect this all up. That guy Lito, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the VFN. Honestly, the only thing so far is Combine at that age doesn't have some form of auto steer. Yeah, the only reason my Combine doesn't have any auto steer, Joe, is I could not afford it. The moment I have enough money to put GPS on that Combine, GPS is going on that Combine. Scolari, thank you for resubscribing for your 22nd month. You are awesome. I had to buy a new one IRL last harvest. I get it totally. Yeah, it's in game. It's 15,000 to put it on. So we will after this harvest have that as an upgrade for the Combine. But you are right. I am missing the fact I don't have GPS on my Combine. I really want it. Just edit the mod down to packet. No. This game is so much fun. I love this game. Hell, I've been playing a variation of this game for I've been playing a variation of this game for 9 years now. No, that's not true either. I've been playing a variation of this game for 10 years now. Nearly. I started November 2014. So yeah, I'll have been playing Farm Sim regularly for 10 years this November. No, GPS doesn't cost more than the combine. 15,000. The combine. I don't know how much my combine is currently worth, but my combine costs. Yeah, my combine costs 357,000. Oh, I just turned it off. Although I got it secondhand, so I got it for about half the price. Watched your No Man's Land series or so a week ago and bought the game. Oh, nice! Actually, my No Man's Land series is probably going to be the next one I do the supercuts on, I think. Go back to the original and get that supercutted and premiering at the weekends. I might start premiering on both Saturday and Sunday for the supercuts in the mornings. My car, I think this combine now is probably worth under 100,000. Put that on. Put that on. How much is my combine worth? Yeah, 69,000 my combine's worth. That's a nearly 400,000 pound combine and it's worth only 69,000 if I sell it. Love the No Man's Land series. Oh, thank you. I love doing the No Man's Land series. That was just such a cracking fun series to do. I tried to recreate it when I did Western Wilds. But Western Wilds is a little bit odd. It didn't quite fit as well. It wasn't quite as interesting a map for me. Oh, why am I seeing rain? Okay, we've got a little bit of overnight rain, but otherwise we're all right. Hopefully tomorrow is going to stay dry. Where's my brother? He is not streaming at the moment, and he probably won't be coming back to this series. So I thought you once argued with your brother about putting... I did argue with my brother about putting GPS on old equipment. So I don't believe in putting a £15,000 GPS system on an £18,000 tractor. Got an Ideal 7 this year. It's done rather nice for us. One of the nice things is that we could have the GPS line transferred across from the seed drill track. Oh, nice. Oh, very nice. Yeah, so you sync everything up. That's awesome. I keep meaning to do that because you can do that in game with the GPS mod. You can set it so that GPS has the same. You can set a GPS line for your fields, individual fields, and yeah, you can transfer across and set it to a new piece of equipment. Great demand at BGA root crop. That where I don't know if that's where we got to deliver the carrots to. We won't be delivering carrots today. We will be delivering carrots on Sunday. It's not going to take us very long to get this field knocked out. And yeah, we're not doing straw this year. Yeah, I had the same problem, Eric. I'm all for a map where you can do your own farm setup, but I was creating rectangular fields, and that was the difference between No Man's Land, where I was set up, and Western Wilds, where I was set up. I wasn't creating rectangular fields on No Man's Land because of the way everything was shaped. Actually, I might be able to demonstrate that on this because we have GPS on this tractor. So let's turn GPS on. Go into the menu. But yeah, in here you can save GPS tracks. And so you can save field whatever track name. Nice to see an FS drive the combine in the right way. Cutting your lands out like that. I haven't seen that often. That's what we did when I was on the farm. That's exactly how we did it. We cut our lands out. We and yeah, make sure that the auger is always out of the crop, and make sure that the tractor and trailer can easily access your combine. Exactly how we always did it. Come on, Captain. Get my next cut in. Oh, edge of the map. Visible wall. That might be a little bit far over. We'll see. Like cutting in a whole forest to put in my house. What? What did I miss? Oh, more right. Yeah. Okay, got you. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can build a forest house. It's a shame the game isn't able to do that, but at least we have course play. I think one of the things I'm expecting to see in FS25 is an improved AI worker along those lines. It's something that has been done in American Farming Life, the mobile game, and the hired worker abilities in that game for harvesting are much more advanced than farm sims are. And so yeah, I'm very much hoping farm sim are gonna, as a result, up what the harvesters can do, up how harvesters work, up how everything works for field work with AI workers. We're halfway there already. We've got a nice complex AI worker screen now. I don't see why we can't take the AI workers to the next level. Mr. Houston 12, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the BFN. Is that a follow? No, that might have been a subscribe. That was a subscribe. Thank you for subscribing. Oh, shoot. Not paying attention. Harvester cut out. Destroyed a little bit of crop, but not much. I think we've got a half full trailer. Yeah, I think that was actually a subscribe. Oh, we are less than 300 subscribers from 40k on YouTube now. We are so close. But there's a good possibility I'll hit 40k before FarmCon, which is massive. That is just huge. And then it all becomes how big can we get before a potential new game gets released. Even Mr. Sealy P was saying in his stream this morning that he's surprised that I'm not higher than I am. Don't the AI drivers rely on the traffic splines in the map when you tell them to go to the set point? I don't think they do. It's possible, but I've not heard that. I think they rely on the type of, although that is conceivable, but they have to travel roads that the AI, that the traffic splines don't. So it would surprise me if they did. They do rely on the type of ground placed. So part of the reason why it gets confused with bits like this is because it doesn't realize that with the grass there, that is a roadway. Miss Tilly P was streaming this morning. I actually got alerted to it by the awesomeness that is DjGoHam, because I was at my dad's at the time, and yeah, he mentioned it to me, and yeah, Miss Tilly P was streaming a little bit of his Mars Map series. He was doing a load of work on that. He was doing kind of thing that I used to do in my live streams when I first started out. So I would release videos and then I'd do a whole load of oh, excuse me, a whole load of behind the scenes stuff in live streams, a whole load of off camera stuff in live streams, and then I realized that actually I was better off doing separate live stream series to my video series. No, don't go too high, please. Can I reverse into this? Maybe tip a bit higher. Not really. B303 Gaming, thank you for the follow. No, thank you for subscribing. Oh, Harold, G. Christensen, thank you for the 300 Isik. I'm not sure what that is, but thank you very much. You are awesome. I have no idea. Hang on. I need to thank you properly because I have no idea. Thank you very much for the yeah, Icelandic krona. There we go. Thank you very much for the 3,000 Icelandic krona. For those wondering, that's about £17. So thank you very, very much. That is hugely generous, and I thank you very much. I just oh, I am subbed on YouTube watching without that. That's all right, Joe. Yeah, it's my stuff on YouTube on the streaming does not give me the full information. So it will tell me viewer activity, but it won't tell me subscribers, people who subscribed while I'm streaming. So it's a little bit confusing. And all of my activity feed information on OBS is Twitch, because stream elements haven't worked out yet that streamers are multi-streaming and might like a dual activity feed, please. And what? We'll get in. I am so warm. Oh, I've got my Land Rover t-shirt on, chat. Yeah, I'm really, really warm tonight. It's gonna be a stiflingly hot night. Yeah, I will go through and I'm gonna thank everybody at the end of the stream, because guys have been awesome tonight. Thank you so much. And it is going to make such a difference. You did ask for small realism things, so that pile of barley would be pushed up with a telehandler before it got too far to do with yes. So I probably need to get a bucket for my 7610 because we don't have a telehandler, and push it up before it gets too crushed. And between doing this field and doing the next field, I think we'll probably do that. And move that about. I do want to, as I said, I'm going to get the Aggie Pack DLC enabled next time. And that way, when we come to empty it, we'll be able to get that. Hey, Aurelian the Darkstone Gaming. I had to pay the landlord. Ah. Well done. That is important. Raining, it's been on and off here, but it feels really muggy. I mean, partly I'm shut in the studio. Yes, I've got the window open, but there's no airflow in here, and I'm running 2 PCs. So admittedly, the GPU's running at 51 degrees and the CPU's running at 75, and I'm not paying attention to my combine, so I'm running over my crop. Look at that. Our mulch has finished his work though. That's good. My favorite map is Attingham Park. Attingham Park is an awesome map and really accurate as well because I got to go and visit it last summer. Pile up our sheds here, 2 to 3 meters high. Yeah, we would do the same, and yeah, I should be piling up. So that would be a job we will try and get a bucket for next time. Don't think we have a bucket. Front loader tools. No, we don't, and we can get a fairly large bucket. I think we've got, no, not that one there. We got the Brestle and Lade. Is that the high dump? That is the high dump. So yeah, we can get this up to 2,730 liters, which actually isn't all that big in the grand scheme of things. That seems such a nice map. Yeah, I will show the Giants video at the end. Oh, start the combine threshing. How much more field do we have? We might fit the rest of this field in this trailer, actually. That'd be really good. That'd be amazing. Yeah, so that'll be this field finished. We got just field 14 to go, so we'll leave the combine here and take the traction trailer back to the farm, and yeah, then we'll pop across the road and get field 14 done on Sunday. Get that knocked out quickly. We'll get our grain piled up properly, and we'll start hitting the carrots again, while in the background we get these fields working, because we need to get, well, I've got a choice now. Actually, we can get this field mulched next time and actually put the canola in here. And if I put the canola in here, I put the barley in where the sorghum is, and we put the wheat in where into the two smaller fields. That might work better. The question is, can I plant wheat in October? And I think I can. So if I can do that, we can get the winter wheat in October. And in fact, we could get the canola in if we get it in next time. So if we can turn this field around quickly, that'll be good. And we'll have more time to then get our other fields up to scratch with the lime and everything else. And yeah, that makes more sense. So we'll mulch this next time. We will then immediately plant it with canola while we're doing the vegetables and get it rolled. We will then mulch our other two fields as well, and then in October we should be able to get them planted with the winter wheat. Ooh. If you can't, you should be able to. I'm never drilling in September. That's how we yeah. Yeah, we can plant in October, I'm pretty sure. I don't think, let's have a, so while this is doing its last row, let's have a quick look at that plan. So we can plant, oh wow, we can plant canola in October. So yeah, we can actually, no, we have no rush. We have no rush at all. That's fantastic. Yeah. And then we'll plant spring barley in March. Yeah, that works. That works perfectly. And look at this, just as the sun is setting, we're going to get to the end of this field. That is really good timing. Need the extra time to get the weed control done. Yeah. Although, oh, you're with spraying on here, I think, for weed control. And with direct seeding, so it should be fairly. No, we're not direct seeding. Although I might this year. I might see if we can actually direct seed. But basically, while we're mucking around with vegetable contracts, we can have our hired workers doing our fields. So long as we have the money, that's the one trouble. Once we get the contract out of the way, we'll definitely have the money. Before that, we might have to sell something. Spray any more before beyond roundup. Right, and there we go. Lights off. Auger in. And combine off. So we get our two tractors back to the shed to tip this last bit up. Cars come out of nowhere on this map. Actually, having driven through Saxthorpe today, the cars and the tractors come out of nowhere in real life around here. Okay. Whoa. Okay, what are you getting caught on? They're out the door. We're definitely gonna have to get a bucket on this. Right, park this over here. Off. I'm giving a Corona this year as I can't keep the fields clean. Enough black grass for the wheat after it. Ah. This is going to be, oh, look at this. So this is what we've had the other tractor doing with course play. Getting all of this mulch. But yeah, look at the pH value. The pH value is okay. So this needs some work, this field. We'll get this doing a whole load of work next time with more mulching. I think I've still got care wheels. I probably shouldn't. And we'll get everything ready. So we'll plan to plant canola in October. Give ourselves plenty of time to do that while we are doing the vegetable stuff. And then the winter wheat we'll look to plant in November at the latest. You can see the wheat sticking out from the side of the tent. That's all right. We're going to use an auger to empty that. How's joystick holding up? Really nice. Thank you, Nate. Really nice. There we go. Turn that off. Right, so our tractor's looking good. Look at all that. It's all barley. And then there's a little pile of wheat over here. But yeah, so that's all the barley we've got of that field so far. That's a really good really good amount. I'm quite happy with that. And then we've got yeah, 100 odd liters of sorghum. 112,000 liters of sorghum. Don't think farmers are sporting enough in the UK. Disgusting they aren't. Just trying to make it. Yeah, I agree with you completely, Steamper. Everything I see just screams that. Right, let's save this here. So we currently have 200,000 pounds worth of stuff, not including the barley, because of course the barley isn't stored in anything. The most value we've got is sorghum. We're looking at selling that in January. We're keeping all of our bales at the moment, which is our next biggest thing. And everything else is just stuff that we're not selling. So yeah, our big thing is 100. We got 100,000 off our sorghum harvest this year. Very happy with that, and we know we can improve that as well. So that is awesome. Right. So let's quit out that. We'll go and find someone to raid, and then I have some huge thank yous to say tonight. Because you guys are amazing. I also need to sort out the patron alerts, because patrons are supposed to alert as well when someone signs up, and of course that hasn't happened tonight. Ah, my good friend Mr. Jababoo is streaming, so we're gonna go and raid Jab tonight. There we go. So we're gonna go raid Jab. In the meantime, I want to say some massive thank yous tonight. Massive thank you to Scalari. You are awesome. Thank you for resubscribing. To CatCracker6, thank you for your cheer. You are awesome. To Ghost Tracker, thank you for your raid. You are awesome. To Azrael, thank you for renewing your subscription. You are awesome. To JW Poe for gifting all the subs tonight. You are awesome. To Felix Farming Life for resubscribing. You are awesome. And thank you to Husker Lee as well for resubscribing. You are awesome too. Thank you so much. Over on YouTube, you guys are blowing me away tonight. So a massive thank you to AK in the Hay for your super chat. You sir are awesome. Thank you so much. James Morehouse, thank you for your super chat as well. You are really awesome. Thank you so much. And Holrud G Christensen, thank you very much for your super chat as well. You are awesome. Also, because I know he did it, AK in the Hay, thank you for becoming a landowner level patron. You are amazing. Thank you so much. I am blown away by tonight's stream. Thank you, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed this live stream. I can only say thank you. Your support is huge and wonderful, and I'm so thankful for it. We are gonna go and see Jab. I will be back tomorrow morning from 10 a.m. where we're gonna be back on Alma and trying to get our animals started. Video tomorrow is over on Purbeck Valley, Purbeck 22. That will be available from 3 p.m. tomorrow, or if you are a harvest manager or higher level YouTube channel member or patron, you can access it right now. So go check it out. Which means that all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this live stream. If you're on YouTube, please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. Huge thank you, as always, to all of my patrons, my YouTube channel members, and my Twitch subscribers. You guys are awesome. If you've yet to follow us on Twitch or subscribe on YouTube, please do so that you never miss a video or live stream from me. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.